You cannot convince me that Ime Udoka is going to survive the next week as the head coach of the Houston Rockets. After game 4, when they get swept, it's over. It's wraps. He's cooked. He's out of there. Lakers take a 3-0 lead, 112-108. A number of things went wrong in this game that exposed everything that's wrong with Ime Udoka as a head coach. Let's start with the end of regulation, all right? You have a commanding lead going into the waning seconds of the game. Jabari Smith, turnover. Turnover, okay, it happens. It's bad, but it happens. But then you follow a three-point shooter and you put him on the line. He knocks down all 3 free throws. We'll talk about Smart in a minute, all right? Knocks down all 3 free throws. You follow that up. You say, you know what? Thompson's on the court. Sengun's on the court. I'm going to put the ball in Reece Shepard's hands. Red flag. It's the playoffs. 100% of the time, you put the ball in the hands of your best players. Like I said, it's the playoffs. I didn't think we had to have this conversation with a head coach in the National Basketball Association, but we do. He gets stripped. Surprise, surprise. LeBron knocks down a great 3-point shot, ties the game. Now, here's where I get really annoyed, okay? You know for a fact that LeBron is the smartest basketball player on the planet, and he's one of the greatest clutch defenders in NBA history. I'm going to put him on an island versus Sengun, and then I'm going to let him be involved in a pick and roll situation. Terrible idea. How does it turn out? Spin baseline, hook shot off the side of the backboard. The end of regulation sequence is exposing lack of common sense. I couldn't believe what I was watching. But when that happens versus LeBron James, you already know the outcome. You already know the outcome. It's not really like a situation where you're challenging him, the mental game, and he's playing chess and you're playing chess. And nah, you're just being dumb, bro. And he's taking advantage of the situation. That's all that's happening right now. Let's move on to the next part. Players that we need to highlight, okay? Because when you go on the road in the playoffs, the thought process is, all right, the others are going to struggle, so I got to pick it up. LeBron got to be LeBron. We're going to take his greatness and sit it over here because we know what we're going to get out of him in this situation. You get 20, 10, and 5 from Marcus Smart. You get 22 points and 4 threes from Rui Hachimura. You get 14, 6, and 6 from Luke Kennard. Now, you expect them to do what they did in games 1 and 2, not maybe to the extent of Kennard, but from the perspective of the others are going to play well at home. You take the act on a road and you still do that, and you get that type of game from them. No Luka, no Austin Reeves. This is what we're doing. I mean, you got to give all the props in the world to the Lakers. Others, obviously LeBron played great as well, but you got to give respect to them as well too. The last thing I want to talk about, because everybody's really going crazy on Kevin Durant and his turnovers on this, I want to highlight something else, all right? Yes, Kevin Durant struggled versus the defense of the LA Lakers. The same defense that they showed us before the playoffs even started. They played a couple times, and we've seen this scheme already. Why didn't we make adjustments? Why didn't we come in with a game plan on how to circumvent that? You know they're trapping you. You know they're trapping DHOs and pick and rolls and all of those things, and they're trapping off non-shooters, especially if you're in the middle of the court. You know why? Because somebody sat down and seen, hey, this is how the Boston Celtics guarded you when you were in Brooklyn. You got swept that year. Why don't we use that same scheme? I'm just saying. But hey, I'm not an NBA head coach, and I figured it out. Now, this is what the problem is, okay? You don't make adjustments in that situation. All right, KD's not playing tonight. Why is it that Amin Thompson, the last time he was involved offensively was with 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter? You never seen his name pop up on the play-by-play the rest of the game. Like I said, I watched, and then I thought, overtime, maybe a minute or so left. He has the basketball and he's bringing up the court. When was the last time he touched the ball? So he went a whole 9.5 minutes of game time and didn't touch the rock at all. He was 10 of 13 from the free throw line. In overtime, there was a technical foul call. Who did you send to line? Reece Shepard. By the way, he did miss that. Now, Why is it that the guy that helped lead your comeback in the third quarter doesn't see the ball anymore, doesn't see the rock, is not involved in the offense? Sengun or get out of, that's all we're doing. Just giving him the rock and everybody move. Like, why are we not putting the ball in the hands of our best perimeter player and letting him go to work as well? Keeping things going, keep the defense guessing. Everybody knows Sengun was going to get it. He's going to do the spin move. That's why LeBron stripped him 2 or 3 times late in the game. Why? He's predictable. And look, I get it. The conversation is always going to be LeBron, his greatness, his leadership, making guys step up to another level. That's a fact. That is a 100% fact. LeBron is playing great. LeBron is great. The others are stepping up. But Ime Udoka is not doing anybody in Houston a favor.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance.